Welcome, everyone, back to the Pergola of all places. And it is a Tuesday here. I know I said I was on a record showing protest, but I think that was just out of frustration from being on a YouTube hiatus for a week. I know. I think what it really is, I think I'm just addicted to coming here and showing you guys some records. Well, I got really lucky today. And for you guys who've been tired of the shitty cheesecake, I guess I'll say, I got some stuff to look. I got some better stuff here this time. Crack open a Coors Light. It's like 60 degrees today here, November 11th. And cheers there. You know what they say about November 11th? It's 11/11. You got to make a wish. You got to wish that you land some grails. Well, it happened today. Jazz stuff. This is actually heavily saxophone based. And it just is what it is. I mean, when you walk into a Goodwill, this is a Goodwill that's really close to my apartment. And I just always try to hit it up every day because you don't want to be the guy who, it sucks, when you miss out stuff when it's a Goodwill that's super close to you. So we're going to set the bar here because I think Rachel is going live here in about 30 minutes. And while I'm not going to have the attendance bar, I challenge anybody on that panel today to show some jazz grails. We're about to get it started here, and may as well. Now, said that this was saxophone based. Well, first off, Geraldo Vesbar, not saxophone, but this is some jazz bossa nova guitar. And I dig that kind of stuff. I'm not familiar with Geraldo Vesbar, but on Capitol label, should be a good record. I like listening to that bossa nova stuff. Then this one right here, Odeon Pope. This is looks like early 80s saxophone player, and name I'm not really familiar with, but I didn't look any of these up when I saw them there. I just grabbed, there were like 10 records there, scoop up the interesting ones and look them up later. And I did grab a couple dud-ish records, but it wasn't anything too bad. Here's a Phil Wood 6 double LP on RCA. This is like later 70s jazz. And yeah, the lineup I'm not really even too familiar with there. But we also have a couple volumes of these here, Understanding Latin Rhythms. So one of them is Jose Manguel and Carlos Patato Valdez. I think his Patato is like his nickname there. Looked this up when I got home, and seems to be some pretty cool Latin rhythms. And then this one as well. Who was this? This was anyway. There was an artist for each of these, anyways, if you guys want to look this one up on Discogs, if you're checking it out online, go for it. That's what the cover looks like. But yeah, like I said, some of the stuff just looks interesting. I probably didn't need to pick this up, but I do like some Sergio Mendes is cool to listen to. Some very cheap go-to bossa nova. If you like the male falsetto singing, not for me all the time, but I like his stuff. Okay. Then this seemed pretty cool when I looked it up. I don't think it was anything too valuable though. Herbie Hancock. For you to play 8 classic jazz rock originals, volume 11. I've seen these covers kind of around, but so you do got Maiden Voyage on here. So Watermelon Man. So it does kind of seem to be like maybe I don't know, it might not even be Herbie Hancock. But it does have personnel here. Kenny Barron piano, Ron Carter bass, surprise, surprise, and Billy Hart on the drums. So, anyways, yeah, I think it is Herbie Hancock, but anyways, then I got this here as well. This is Maceo and All the King's Men. This is actually their first record. This is a reissue on the Charlie label, Charlie R&B. And this would have been the first record he was in with James Brown's band when James Brown was kind of more of like the King era. And then I think after like pay disputes or, creative differences kind of caused them to split up. And then this is the first record that they put out after they split. And then James Brown went on to do the Polydor stuff more in the 70s. And I don't know how much, if he's on any of the Polydor stuff, because there was sort of that crossover, James Brown, like in the later 60s. And there is like some of that kind of label crossover too, when he went to Smash. But yeah, pretty cool picking this up. Good record. And now it's Jazz Grail time, guys. So thanks to the 4 of you who are here. Let's get some likes, right? 4 likes for a couple Jazz Grails. And one of these, well, you guys know I like the cheesecake. I love the chocolate cheesecake too. How about this? This is Jimmy McGriff, Electric Funk on Blue Note. And most Jimmy McGriff I've seen is pretty common budget jazz. He's a jazz organ player. And pretty common. I think Solid State was the label. And I pick up his records if the Solid State ones are in good shape. I'll pick them up. I had a buddy say to me one time that he thought Jimmy McGriff was kind of a Jimmy Smith ripoff. But when I got this record today, I'm like, I would be. I haven't listened to this yet, but I think 71 the year on this. And this is, I'll show you the label here. Yeah, this is an original. And when I did look this up, I don't know the value, so you might want to look this up. But yeah, amazing VG Plus. I don't know if you can see the shine on that record there. Oh yeah, there's hardly a scratch on this at all. So killer score. I'm not even done yet. There's still one more to go. So Electric Funk by Jimmy McGriff. And I think when I looked this up, it looked like he put out like maybe 3 albums on Blue Note. But yeah, total killer record to find out in a while today. And funny thing about it is like, this is a total luck, and it does make you think like, how many times have you missed a drop, or you missed a Grail, or maybe you just drove by a Goodwill and someone picked it up. I've kind of had that feeling a few times. But now when I was there, I saw the 10 records there. I didn't even hesitate to look any of them up. I'm just, get these records and get out of here. Give them $10, take your duds and throw them out if you have to. Because when I saw these, I'm like, this is just too good. And this is the last one. And I talk about this being saxophone heavy. Never seen this before. Gary Bartz, Another Earth on Milestone. And I did look this up, featuring, you do have Pharoah Sanders here as well. Show you the inside here. Stanley Cowell, Freddie Watts, Reggie Workman looking like the bass player here. But yeah, welcome DJ Trish here. And I did want to, I was specifically making this. I didn't want to go in reverse for this episode. I wanted to make sure I'm connected to StreamYard on this one. But yeah, very exciting to get this, talking about space age jazz. This looks like probably the one I'm going to have the most fun with here. And, it's cool. You can get a space age jazz. Like, I mean, it just looks like it could be in that sort of like space age realm, but probably a lot more kick-ass than the stuff I have been kind of picking up lately. But Gary Bartz, Another Earth. I can't say I was like, ever looking out for this record, but sometimes, the record finds you, or it's calling you, calling your name. So when I was at the Goodwill, I did pick up the 10 records, and I did see someone, kind of following after me, looking in the same area. So yeah, it's like one of those things. If I were, at a stoplight, missed a turn, who knows, could have totally missed this killer jazz hall. But I am very happy about it, and cheers to everybody out there. Thanks to everybody who watched my long-winded rant, out of frustration. I did watch it back, and sometimes you watch it back and you're like, you're just getting a little frustration out. That's okay. But who needs the algorithm, right? I'll tell you what, I did the, I guess I'll say this. If you do drop a good AI short, like maybe I did today, the algorithm has no choice but to push you a little bit. So anyways, guys, there are some things coming up here on the channel. I'm going to have another cheesecake episode, but I want to put a little bit more thought into this. This is going to be a deep dive too. So it's just not going to be like Cheesecake 101. I'm talking like Cheesecake 437, some college level cheesecake. I know, right? So be a little patient, but I'm going to try and make this fun. And, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the little showing here. I'm going to go ahead and get inside. Happy 11/11. Hopefully all your wishes come true. Like they did for me today. Well, not all of them, but we did okay anyway. We'll catch you guys later.